Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video I'll be doing another review for a movie that I've seen on Now TV. This is called The Lego Movie. In the last video I did a review for Happy Death Day to You, which I'll leave a link to down below. Of course, going to be spoilers in this review, so without further ado, let's get on with it. So, this film was released on the 14th of February 2014 in the UK. It's got a 4.5 star rating on Now TV. It's a Warner Bros. Film, which was in Lego, of course, because it's a Lego movie, and also a Village Roadshow Pictures film. I watched it yesterday. So the cast includes Chris Pratt, who plays the main character Emmett, who's just this normal, everyday person who works at a construction site, and suddenly he finds this piece of resistance, it's called, and then they say he's like the special one because he's found it, whatever, and the prophecy. We've got Will Arnett, who plays Batman. We've got Elizabeth Banks, who plays Wildstyle, but then her real name is Lucy. Alison Brie, who plays Unikitty, I think that's how you say it, or Unkitty, something like that. Anthony Daniels plays C-3PO. Dave Franco plays Wally. Morgan Freeman plays Vitruvius, who we see at the start, who's this like god figure. Jonah Hill plays Green Lantern. Keegan-Michael Key, Foreman Jim. Liam Neeson is the bad cop, good cop, and par cop. We've got Shaquille O'Neal, who just plays Shaq. Channing Tatum plays Superman. And then we got Will Ferrell, who plays Lord Business, President Business, and the Man Upstairs. Keith Ferguson, who plays Han Solo, and Jake Johnson plays Barry. So at the start, Vitruvius was getting intruded by Lord Business, and they stole this thing called the Kraggle. But we find out later it's not actually called that; it's called something else. But because he likes to collect all these artifacts and keep them in his building, which is very tall. So he steals this Kraggle, spelt with a K, and then kicks Vitruvius off the edge. Then we hear, keep the soap out of your well, he was about to say, bottom or something. We see someone shaving their face, and I'm like surprising they don't get cut. I mean, it's only Lego, but if you did that in real life, you would get cut if you just shaved your face. And then you comb your hair, but it was like a perfect comb. Like, that never happens either. There was this cat who had a deep meow called Jeff. Emmett came across Lucy, and he fell into a hole that she dug. That was saying where the piece of resistance was. This bad cop handed some water. Then the good cop turned around. Well, the good cop handed it. He was like, "Do you want some water?" Yeah. He was like, "Too bad," and knocked it over. And like the piece of resistance, basically, it was stuck on his back for some reason. And then he was just asking questions. The bad cop was asking questions about it. Emmett was going to be melted, but Lucy saved him. She made a motorcycle. Basically, Lord Business, he's got rid of all these master builders and basically saying you can't build. But now they're living in like separate worlds, doing their own stuff. They think Emmett is this master builder, but he can't do anything that much, really. A guy was running away, and then the bad cop just threw a chair at him. Lucy said she had a boyfriend, which we see later as Batman. Lord Business has loads of relics. There's like plasters, penny we see, some nail remover or nail varnish remover, but they have different names for them. Like, instead of saying nail, they say nail or something to make it sound interesting. So the Kraggle is actually some super glue, like instant crazy glue with a Y and a K. So, and then he's creating this thing, basically, on Taco Tuesday. He's going to have the Kraggle go into the towns and, make everyone not move, freeze them, basically. And he's calling it the Tentacle Arm Kraggle Outside Sprayer, or Tacos. The S is silent. Bad Cop's parents were there, and, well, he super glued his parents, but then he took a cotton bud and the nail polish remover and like removed the good cop face, so all that was left was bad cop. Came across Vitruvius, and then we were like, rest in pieces. Then yeah, Batman and Lucy are together. They went through the sun. Batman symbol was there. Emmett had a tracking device on him. They went to Cloud Cuckoo Land. This is where all the master builders were. Also, like, Emmett, he had this idea of a double-decker couch. It sounded weird, but it was actually good in the end, because it let them heart lead. Then we hear, "You're ready for this?" And then they like threw a basketball at the ships or something. They were like, oh, no, they were ready for that. Batman threw the device onto someone else, like another cop, and he was just walking into the wall, and the bad cop fell for it. They went underwater. They stole this hyperdrive from the Millennium Falcon, and the Millennium Falcon got eaten up. Batman, when they were going through this like security thing, he was like, "Who are you here to see?" "I'm here to see your butt." And he was like, "But I don't see no." And then he was like throwing loads of batarangs to get this like button to open the door. It was like first try. Lucy then gave her real name to Emmett. They nearly held hands, but then Batman came. He was like, "What are you losers doing?" The shield wasn't disabling. Basically, this astronaut was saying things that weren't working. Then this pirate came along, I think called Metalhead, and then he spoke in a different language, and it was like, "Machine disabled." What? How? The penny that Lord Business had, he threw it, and it took out Vitruvius' head. He then threw the piece of resistance out the window, and then he was like, "Release the Kraggle," which is close to Release the Kraken from the Pirates of the Caribbean film, that is. Emmett then saved them. Bad cop drew on his face with like this permanent marker or something. The astronaut guy, finally got to make a spaceship, because like throughout the film he makes one, but then they don't need it. Then Emmett woke up. He went down this portal where the piece of resistance was, but then he woke up, he saw the real life, then he found more Kraggles. These micromanagers that we see throughout the film, basically, because the man upstairs, which is Lord Business, he's basically, his hands are the micromanagers, so he's wrecking apart this thing, because basically his son is messing with all this stuff, and he's like, "No, I don't want you messing with that." And then, because like he's changing different things, changing different parts, and while he was doing something, Emmett slightly moved, like to get off the table, and then he kept on looking over. There was like this "Believe" on the cat poster, and then it was talking. The Unikitty went back. The secret weapon, Emmett said, is, and he showed his hand, basically, because anyone can build anything if we do it together. The piece was the piece of resistance was the Kraggle top, basically, or the super glue, and then like he was saying, "Oh, there'll be an explosion, whatever." But yeah, well, there was, but you wouldn't expect it when you just put on a lid. Then we find out his sister is allowed downstairs too, and then the toys probably from her sister all came down, and well, it ended there. The credits weren't rolling up, they were going from side to side. That was a different thing I noticed as well. Overall, I would give this film 3 stars. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.